the Be Bold show. My name is Crystal Jeanne, and today I have some very exciting guests that I'm even looking forward to interviewing. Before we do that, let's start with our first guest, the Diaspora. Thank you, Nii Hilton, for joining us today. Can you tell us exactly what you do and where you're located?
I am a graphic designer and an artist, and I currently live in Spain. I'm from Ghana, but I live in Spain at the moment.
Wow. Now, tell me about that. I've actually never interviewed anyone on this show from Spain. So tell me, what is life like out there?
Interesting, challenging. You get to learn to speak Spanish.
So you speak fluent Spanish?
Yeah, I would say 95%.
Really? Say something in Spanish.
Estoy muy contento por este programa.
What does that mean?
I'm very happy with this program.
Wonderful. So you work there right now as a graphic designer, or what exactly are you doing in Spain now?
Yes, at the moment I work as a graphic designer, more like a freelance graphic designer, and I paint.
You paint as well?
Yes.
Okay. And what is business like out in Spain?
It's difficult. First of all, as an African artist, and secondly, because you really have to be able to present yourself as a Spanish, which obviously I'm not. So yeah, in terms of business wise, it's a bit challenging, but it's also different because of what I do. You know, the Africans who live in Spain, most of them come through the Sahara. Yeah, and then so it almost looks like everyone out there is foreign. It makes it challenging, like I said before, also because then the approach as to whom Africans are is different.
What is the impression out there in Spain of what Africans are, or who Africans are?
Well, first of all, we live on trees. And secondly, we are not educated. Spain, for an example, has been a country on its own by itself for a while. You know, it's very, very difficult to find a Spanish who speaks English. They don't. They are stuck to their Spanish or whatever they speak. They have their 6 forms of the Spanish. There's Galician, Valenciano, and Catalan, and all that. And so each of these groups are just by themselves. It's sometimes even hard to find someone who can speak more than 2 of those.
So there you are, as a Ghanaian, living in Spain, learning the Spanish way to do things. But every time there's all these stereotypes, you know, towards Africans, and yet you're still there facing these challenges. Has there ever been a time where it's crossed your mind that maybe coming home might be something that you'll do in the future?
Yes, it's crossed my mind several times. But then again, I love new experiences. You know, I would like to be able to live in every part of the world for 2 weeks if I could. You know, it's just the experience you get. It broadens your mentality. It broadens your mind. It makes you a different person. You know, yeah, I'm Ghanaian. I will always be a Ghanaian. But there is so much out there for us to investigate, for us to see. And if I had the power, I would like that everyone would, you know, go out there and experience what's out there, because it's really interesting.
Yes.
You know.
Now, aside from the experience, which is, you know, wonderful, like a lot of us, I mean, you told me a bit about your history. If you can just tell us again, like in terms of your educational background, did you study here in Ghana and then, you know, elsewhere, or straight to Spain? How was that?
Yeah, I studied here in Ghana. I studied at Ghana College of Art and Design here in Asalam Down. I left Ghana in 2004 for the United States. I was at Truman State University in Missouri, a small town called Kirksville. I was there for 4.5 years. After my schooling, I moved to Spain.
Yes. Now, with that being said as well, and you now have the experiences, the exposure, you're getting to see all these different parts of the world. Do you think that what challenges do you foresee yourself having if you were ever to, I mean, you travel here back and forth every now and then. So what challenges do you foresee yourself having if you were ever to move back to Ghana?
Moving back to Ghana, that's an interesting subject because that was one of the main reasons why I always say I had to leave. It's because I wanted to pursue art, and in this part of the world, it's a bit difficult to do that. Everybody wants their son, daughter to be a lawyer, a doctor. You know, it's just recently that music, dance, art, fashion, you know, sports. You know, it's kind of like getting the spotlight. You know, but art itself, it's not. It hasn't really gotten there yet in Africa. It's pushing up. It's coming. You know, there are a couple of places around on the internet that are promoting African art. You know, trying to get the word out.
That's what you're doing as well.
Yes, that's what I'm trying. I'm trying to do, but it's the mentality of the people. We need to change that misconception. You know, and I think when we change that, things will change. You know, art itself, it's something for pleasure. You know, first of all, when people think, okay, we got to sustain, we got to live life, first of all, they think of shelter. And then there would be food and then clothing. And then there would be other stuff that come in education as before they go for, you know, things that would beautify their homes, you know, and that's where art comes in.
So you think just the idea of accepting artists in Africa is a problem, and that's one of your biggest challenges?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about in terms of making money with your art? Do you think that that's something that there would be challenges towards here in Ghana?
It's difficult to tell because there are a lot of artists out there, you know, and very, very, very few of them are actually making it, you know. Since I arrived, I've been talking to a bunch of them, and all they say is, Eddie, it's difficult, you know.
It is difficult, it is.
You know.
Now, can you show me some of your artwork, and then maybe also tell me about some of the inspiration that comes behind? How do you come up with the ideas?
Ideas. Usually my art is engulfed, you know, around music and dance. Yeah. I like to use bright colors. Well, this one for an example is not really music and dance, but I like to use texture. I like to use colors. I like to use lines. I like to use shapes to give an impression of a lot of people, mass, you know. I enjoy doing that, you know. From a distance, it looks like, a lot of people kind of like in the marketplace or something. But when you look at it closely, it's just splatter of, you know, different colors.
And how much would something like this cost in Spain?
In Spain, it would probably go for 250 euros.
Which is rough. It's a lot. Like 600.
I would say
500.
probably 400, 500. Yeah, somewhere around that area.
Okay.
But then, you know, pricing art depends on who you're looking at. If you're going to have an exhibition and you know Bill Gates is going to be there, why would you sell your paintings for $200? He would laugh. He would mock you. It shows you're not serious. If you're having an exhibition where middle class people are going to come, you know, it all depends on the market. So, yeah, this is the way it works. Yeah.
Well, thank you very much. As you can see, this is Nii Hilton's paintings here, and he's making an impression all over the world, well, in Spain specifically, to show people outside what Africa is all about, and that's the impression that he's making. Yes, so thank you very much for being on the Be Bold show.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Very interesting interview, by the way, and you see that a lot of different people have different reasons as to why they would choose to move back to Ghana. Let's take a break and we'll be back with a very interesting BB with a Purpose.